It's time to throw a 5 cents into the fountain. Look, alright, I don't mean South African 5 cents, I mean US 5 cents, but either way they're worth very little because 5 cents can buy you literally nothing in South Africa. Whereas a 5 cents in the US can buy you a Chappie's bubblegum, and that's pretty much it. That's how wild this is. But you know what? I'm gonna throw my 5 cents at the 6th year anniversary, and I'm gonna predict what I would like to see in this anniversary. It's probably not gonna happen, but you never know. Miracles can happen at times. Maybe I guess everything right and it's all good with the world and I can be happy and not get shafted again. Firstly, I hope nobody gets shafted again because this has been painful. Literally, I've pulled one character this year so far and there was one copy of Super 17 and that was it. Look, I know he's one of the best units in the game, but still, I'm gonna complain because Ultra Banners suck. But anyway, so, for those of you that don't know, last year we had part 1, part 2, part 3. Part 1 had 1 banner, part 2 had 2, part 3 had 1 Ultra banner, and I believe it was Unirep, Movies, Future, right? Alright, so what do I think? Okay, so for part 1, I think it's going to be one of 3 potential options, which is going to be Unirep, which is my least likely, GT, which again, is on the Pentuck thing. The only reason I would say GT is because normally the first banner of the year kind of coincides with the first banner of anniversary. Like last year we had Android, what did we have? Android 17? And then we had Goku Freezer. They linked in a way. So we could get an Omega Shen 1 for part 1, who knows. But I think it's going to be Future. I think it's been a year, well, pretty much almost a year since we had a Future buff. I know we got Aleph Sal and we did get the Revival Sal Zenkai, but again, that was mainly focused around Sal Saga and not actually Future, so that's what I'm leaning towards. Now, if we got a Future banner, this is what I'm thinking. So it's either going to be one of 3 options. One is going to be the least likely, which is the tag Future Blue Boys. So the Goku and Vegeta from Future. I hope it's not them. They shafted me big time from the Broly movie. So please, not them. The second most likely is the tag Zamasu Goku Black, who I would actually love so much. They just look like the part. They look like an anime part. But the most likely for me would be just a simple Aleph merge Zamasu. I think now is about the time that we do get an Aleph version of him. And I think they could do a lot with that, especially his fight with Trunks and Vegeta. Now, in terms of the rest of the banner, we should add 1 or 2 sparkings to that to make it a more beefy banner. So I'm thinking a 1% Bulma going from the past to the present to the future with an assist Trunks. Same thing like the bowler with the GT Vegeta. I think they could do that there. I think that would actually be a big W sparking. And then we've got a 1% Gawasu, who could be a good support type for Future. I think that would actually be a very good thing. Again, normally with the anniversaries, they like to bring out completely new characters. Because last year we saw Kiawe, and we saw, who was the other one again? Casserole. And then for part 2, we saw Magenta and Sol Max for the first time, which was, again, massive dobs. So I could see this actually happening. Maybe have him with an assist Supreme Kai potentially? Who knows? Now, in terms of Zenkais, there are 2 Zenkais I would like to see. One is gonna be Mai, the green Mai, the HP bench Mai. Again, HP benches that have Zenkais are always a dubs, and Shield Zenkai buff green. Bring back Rose, please. And then in terms of Zenkai Aleph, there's 2 options. One, there's Merge Zamasu, which I think would make the most sense if it was Aleph Merge Zamasu, or the better option, Future Gohan. I don't think it's going to be Future Gohan though, but again, having Future Gohan with a Zenkai, look at how good his plat was for him. It was phenomenal and it worked with him. Him having a Zenkai will be that solid yellow unit for Future again for the next couple months. So I could definitely get down with that. Alright. Part 2, I'm gonna stick to movies because I'm gonna clutch at straws with this one. I think they could do Battle of Gods. I think there's enough for Battle of Gods to have a whole part 2 of an anniversary on it. So this is what I'm thinking. Banner 1 will be God Goku, the Legends Limited version obviously, which everybody has been wanting, and a 1% Rage Vegeta. On Banner 2, we get a Legends Limited tag Beerus/Whis as maybe a support, you never know. and then have a 1% Super Saiyan Gotenks or Fat Buu. I would rather lean towards Fat Buu or Majin Buu, because we did get a Gotenks with Beast Gohan, was it? Yeah, with Beast Gohan. No, wait, yeah, it was. I'm confused myself now. And then in terms of Zenkais, I would lean towards just a normal Zenkai would be the Red God Goku, which a lot of people again have been calling for. And then the Olive Zenkai, I think there's only one real option here, and that is Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Gogeta. So with this whole part, we could see three things that a lot of people have been wanting. A new God Goku, a Zenkai for an old God Goku, and a Zenkai for God Gogeta. I think that would be hype. I think it would be good enough again to really take the anniversary to the new heights. And I would really be looking forward to that as well. Now, part 3. This is where things get a little up and down. So, a lot of people say Gogeta. I'm gonna say Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I don't know why. I always think Super Saiyan 4 Goku is gonna drop before Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I don't know why, that's just a thing. But I do think it's gonna be GT for part 3. If it had to be GT for part 1, then you're gonna think like maybe a Legends Limited Omega Shenron with a sparking Vegeta, Super Saiyan Vegeta, or a transforming Vegeta from Super Saiyan to Super Saiyan 4 potentially. You could look at a transforming Oob into Majoob, you know, him fusing with Majin Buu. I could see that definitely happening there. I don't think there's any Zenkais potentially for GT unless it's just a normal 1% sparking. But for part 3, I highly doubt we're gonna get a Zenkai, so... But yeah, the outer thing, the what do you call it, the outside chance character could be MUI. I think that's gonna be the following year rather, because again, following in the theme, 3rd year, 6th year, Gogeta, that's kind of how they've been going with it. So it's like an 80% chance it's gonna be Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, a 20% chance it's gonna be Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Because again, if you guys don't know what I mean by the whole like trend, it would be something like 1st year and 4th year were both Super Vegito, whether it be Legends Limited and then Ultra. 2nd and 5th year was Vegito Blue, Legends Limited Vegito Blue, and then Ultra Vegito Blue. And then 6th year would be, or 3rd and 6th year would be Aleph Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and then Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Now, that's my ideas for all the banners. Let me know what you guys think. In terms of the rest of the events, we could see that consecutive raids drop again, you know, so we could definitely see that, and that would be a big dubs, because again, we're probably going to get the Ultra Equipment Bonanza. Is that what it's called? Yeah, that's what it's called. They could throw in a couple free-to-play units as well. I wouldn't actually mind that at all. In terms of future, I would hope for like a free-to-play Yajirobe, not gonna lie. I would like to see that. Or even the 2 soldiers that like got afraid of Vegeta. I would even like to see that. In terms of movies, we could see a free-to-play Piccolo, maybe a free-to-play Yamcha potentially? The one that actually landed a blow on Lord Beerus. I mean. And then for part 3, I don't think we'd get a free-to-play unit for part 3. I don't expect anything else for part 3 apart from an Ultra banner. So expect part 2 and part 1 to be most of the bulky things. I would actually say part 2 would probably be most of the bulky things. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. What of these banners would you actually summon on? What would you like to see in Anniversary? And please, if somebody says freaking you know what, I'm not even gonna say it. I'm gonna leave you, let your imagination roam, alright? And again, I would appreciate if you can drop a like in the video. I'll catch you all in the next video. Hopefully it's a bait summon that I will be doing. You never know with Legends, because we got a 10-hour maintenance. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll catch you in the next one. Safe!